Hey guys, it's Rob from TeamDBZ Biscuit, and we are happy to be back here again today. Today we're doing an updated version of my banishing deck profile. And on top, I know I usually tend to put the Rockstar first, but you know, I'm going to introduce you guys into a new Rockstar. And as Manuel probably could attest to it, Dimensional Shifter has become a obligatory pain in the derriere. And we're keeping it PG, so I play 3 Dimensional Shifters because honestly, he is an extremely good card and you really want to see him. Not to mention he's a dark, he gives synergy to the Allure Darkness Draw engine in this deck. But he is a bona fide pain in the butt because he can be played first turn. You know, your opponent says Dragon Shrine and wants to go for that Dark Worm play. You dump this and that guy is going to have to pump the brakes so hard. He's going to have to pump the brakes so hard he may have to change his mind and dump in Dark Worm. Because Dark Worm's going to get banished. And, you know, it'll pump decks on many of the meta decks. You know, you play Dimensional Shifter against somebody playing, let's see, Dangers, use Orchists, anything, Sky Strikers. They're all pumping the brakes, giving you that one window of opportunity to. Because Dimensional Shifter will not only banish everything on their turn, it'll also banish everything on your turn if you're going second. Or if you're going first, it banishes everything you play that turn. And it will also banish everything they play. So it really makes them think, do I want to waste all my resources to do this? It's a mega powerful card. YouTubers don't give it enough credit, I believe. That's followed up by the new player in the game also, Chimeratech. Gives me Chimeratech, banish 8, special summon him, hand or graveyard. Secondary effect, banish 3 from an extra deck, pop 1 face-up monster on the field. Doesn't have to be yours, it could be your opponent's. But I run it for it as a 2 of, and you may want to say, why not 3? I don't have 3. I'm not lucky enough to have 3. Another new player in my banish deck, Inspector Border. You know, nothing's worse than being skill drained by a 2000 attack power monster. You know, if I activate no monster effects on my turn, you can't activate any on your turn, which is really going to slow you down. And that does it for the new guys on the team. The old guys on the team. Aloof Lupine. Not something you see in every banish deck. But in my build, I run him in coupling with the double Necrofaces. Because you dump 1 Lupine, activate the effect, dump 1 Necroface out of hand, banish the other one from the deck, you banish 10, your opponent banishes 10. And then if by chance your Lupine gets killed, sent to the graveyard, or destroyed by a card effect, or banished, you get to add 1 face-up monster that came out of the 10 that Necroface banished. Which is pretty amazing in its own right. So, good combo right there, guys. Good combo. Great combo. Of course, Eater of Millions as we get closer to the Rockstar of the deck. Eater of Millions probably should have got hit on a ban list somewhere. Probably will get eventually because he's broken. He can attack anything, or anything that attacks him, he can just banish it. You know, I recommend it to many opponents on Nexus. If you're going to attack into him, make sure you got at least 2 monsters that are bigger than him. Because it's not fun when you sit there and work on getting 1 monster out and then he ends up banished because you didn't read my card effect. I still run the triple Banisher Radiance. I know a lot of you guys are going to say you don't need the Banisher, you know, but I'm an old guy. I play the old school stuff. And a lot of you newer guys, you don't know how to handle this old school stuff. You know, Banisher Radiance, plain and simple, as long as he sits out there on the field, he's going to make everything go out of play, cards and traps. He's Macrocosmos on legs. I still run the 2 Pancreatops. Pancreatops is amazing in his own right, you know, special summon him. He's really usable in the OTK or the FTK or a 1-turn kill, because you can get rid of any pesky back row card, you can get rid of any pesky monster your opponent may have, and it will literally help you with the 1-turn kill. And not to mention, he's 2600, so he's pretty big and beefy for a Cyber Dragon wannabe. You know? And of course, the rock star of the deck, Gren Maju Da Eiza. Guys, can't say enough. 400 times whatever you banish out, whatever you have banished out. And in this deck, his manual, again, who's off camera, will attest to you, he can get really big, really quick, and I mean, there's just so many things you can't do with him. He can be set in defense mode and let you run into him for like game, if he's big and beefy enough. I've had it happen, but Maju, run of history. And that does it for the monster lineup. I think it's pretty much half the deck is monsters. 22 monsters in this deck. Really good synergy. Potted Dualities. Potted Dualities is my whole filler, my searcher. He's my Stratos basically for this deck. He'll find me what I need. Granted, in this build, there is a lot of special summoning. You got Pancreatops, you've got Millions, you've got Gizmek. There's a lot going on in that special summoning, but you know, of course, a lot of those monsters in there are also dark monsters, so you can use them for Allure Darkness's plays. I mean, you don't have to special summon, you can just keep the draw engine going thanks to Potted Duality. I run a series of 1/4 spell cards for Regeki because it's always nice to blow up your opponent's side of the field but leave your own alone. Dark Hole, if you're desperate enough that you have to do both of them, both sides of the field, 1 day apiece, buys me a turn to just create utter chaos. You know, draw a card, and especially if you attack your opponent first and hit him, and then you play it, and you still don't take damage your next turn. Pretty dirty, but it works. D-Fissure banishes all monsters out of the play, your opponent's and yours. Still run the 1/4 Gold Sark. Gold Sark is really good. You know, gets that Necroface play going, so you can actually get Necroface back to hand, and if you're close to decking out, summon the thing, put everything back, and just reset the whole damn game. And that's my series of 1/4s. I've become very back row conscious, so therefore I run 3 copies of Twin Twister. Twin Twister, if like Macrocosmos is on the field, you activate one, you throw Necroface out, you pop both, and then you mill 5. Not a bad idea. Running triple Positive Desires as always, you know. That's a lot of cards being banished out, but you know, it works. I usually do 2 maximum. Third is usually bait for your opponent's Twin Twisters. And also the draw engine, Allure Darkness with the Gizmeks, the Eaters, that's 5, the Shifters, that's 8. You're running pretty close to 10 to 12 dark monsters in your deck, so you're definitely worthy of running Allure Darkness or the draw engine. And then 1 trap card, as most decks of mine are, very light on the traps. It's of course Macrocosmos, which just banishes everything off the field. So it's really good. You know, you can't Monster Reborn if you don't have anything in your graveyard. But that does it for the main deck. Side decks, you know, side deck is very subjective nowadays. I run 2 Cyber Dragons because Cyber Dragons are a thing, and when you see my extra deck, you'll understand what I mean by that. I run 2 Anti-Spell Fragrances just because I know I can survive setting in spell cards for a turn, but my opponent, if he's playing Pendulums, Odd Eyes, or Magicians, or Edamons, he can't set his pen scale, so he's pretty much screwed. I run 2 Dark Ruler No More, and we all know because of my past discussion video about this card, it's so nice to watch somebody put 5 negates on board and then you play Dark Ruler No More and they can't do anything. They can't stop any of your effects. They can't do any negating because the card can't be negated unless it's by a Solemn Warning. I run 2 Called by the Graves because my opponents still rely on their graveyards. I could main deck it, but it just really slows the deck down quite a bit. I run 2 Summon Limits because Salamangreats refuse to go away. And, I mean, it was a 3-4 the first time around, it's a 2-4 now. Then of course, because Monarchs and what are those? True King Dracos? True Kings? Or no, is it True Kings? Yeah. Well, whatever they are, they rely on, they hate Mask Restrict because they can't tribute off to get stuff. Okay? I run triple Mask Restrict just because of that and the fact that Monarchs got their big girl back. And I've seen a lot more Monarchs popping up, so. But the extra deck, that's the side deck. Like I said, it's very subjective. I run 2 Link Karibos in the extra deck just so I can buy that 1 extra turn without taking anything. And then I run the Nightmare Engine. I run Cebruses and Phoenixes. Phoenixes are MSTs. Cebrus, I believe, can just send a card back to your hand. Mermaid, I never... Like I said, guys, my extra deck is mainly to get millions out, so I don't really use a lot of this stuff. But I know that I run the Nightmare Engine. But Unicorn is also a compulse. It can compulse a monster back to hand. And then just for the giggles of it all, I run a Zombie Stein because if I by chance get 2 Gizmikarochis out there, I can make Zombie Stein. It's very hard to do. I did miss some of my extra deck. I do run the 2 Nibirus. I run 2 Nibirus in my side deck actually, and that's just because Sky Strikers are still a thing, and they summon and they summon and they summon and they summon. And you ever play an Orcus player and just let them get, like I said before, Surgery Skulls right out there finally, and you just give them a Nibiru, and they get a 2800 token, you get a 3000 attack power monster, and you can run his butt over. It's a good thing. And of course, the last extra deck card I run is Chimeratech Fortress Dragon because Cyber Dragons, like I said, refuse to go away. You know, and the neat thing is, you special summon Cyber Dragon, he's got, let's say he's got a Seeger, he's got Nova, he's got... What's that other Cyber Dragon? The one that can negate effects. Steal monsters. I can't remember the name of it, but it's annoying as hell, and it can't stop an instant fusion of Cyber Dragon, suck every machine on the field up, and then you drop a Chimeratech at 4K and just beat him in the face with it. But like I said, I'm Rob from TeamDBZ Biscuit, and that's my new and improved Banish deck, and it's honestly, it does give people more fits than the other one used to. It's a lot more consistent. And like I said, I know there's a lot of special summoning, so that duality thing is subjective. Also, the extra deck, very subjective, and the side decks are very subjective. But, you know, it's a deck that's working for me. I put Majus out there at over 20,000 attack and just beat somebody with it. You want to see somebody get upset? Do that to them, please. And just don't forget to tell them where you got it. And I'm Rob from TeamDBZBiscuit, and I am out of here.